Happy Friday. It's that day of the week. Oh, man, what's up, you two nosy? How's it going? Leo, what's up?
McAllister's losing his mind in Slack.
What'd you say?
I said McAllister's losing his mind in Slack.
Oh, God. Good morning, Junior. Good morning, Xenos.
Tell him to chill.
Good morning, Dank Show. Smug Grinch, what's up? Minty Bleams. Flip Scope Trek. How's it going, guys? Yes, today, well, I guess technically tomorrow. I mean, I said it ends on like the 25th. So, which, you know, it's funny, I said Friday. I realized it's actually Saturday. But, more than likely, I'll leave the order up like probably all of Saturday. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe I'll place the order on Sunday. Yeah, you place your order if you want one, Nosy. We'd love to see you repping it. I thought your name was COVID at first. What's up,
What
Covoid?
the fuck is that? What the fuck? Why are you in that picture? That can't be that can't be from inside,
I'm
can
so
it?
scared to see it.
It just looks like wall of
Just
flesh.
like pink. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I've seen inside McAllister.
Why does he get to see it? You see what he said?
No. Oh my God. What is happening? Sorry, Chad. We're just seeing new things of McAllister I never thought I'd see. By the Secret Tip 650 for my new PC and died within 15 minutes? Really?
Oh, no.
That sucks.
I don't think we ever had one that, like,
No.
usually they're either DOA or
Yeah.
they die, like,
I guess
months
15
later.
minutes would almost be DOA, but yeah, normally it's
Practically.
like it's dead on arrival or they like last forever. So sorry to have that happen, but power supplies, you know, it happens with all power supplies, you know.
Was the computer working, like, fine, and then it just shut off? Benchmark Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know.
We have before. We've done it many times actually. Do you not watch our videos? That's crazy.
We haven't done it recently, though, have we? Hasn't it mostly been Black Myth?
We're doing Black Myth. I run Ghost of Tsushima during GP benchmark videos. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima doesn't have a built-in benchmark, so I do run just around the map and stuff. But the Venom shirt's back. Did you miss the Venom shirt, Chaotic?
At least it's not the denim shirt.
The denim shirt.
Exactly what made fun of for that. 7800 XT, I think, is that what that is?
7700 X.
700.
Or do you see 78?
No.
The title should say 77. If it says 78, then I have sorely messed up.
Oh my gosh, is it worth it to drive to the States for the 7600X 3D bundle, or should I just stick with the 7600X?
When you say drive to the States, where are you? I'm assuming you're in Canada or Mexico. That's only a drivable option.
I don't even know how close the Micro Center is to like the border of one
You're
of those.
in Canada? What side of Canada? Because I feel like if you're on the west side, you could drive down to the California store.
West side.
It would be 8 hours. It's actually not horrible.
Oh my gosh, I mean that's I would say it depends on.
Depends on what your level of passion is for getting the best price performance, and if you think the 16-hour round trip is worth it.
And also, as we showed, we have a video on the channel if you want to watch it where we did that. We got a 7600X 3D from Micro Center. That was a bundle, and then we compared it to the 7600X, right?
Yeah, and there were some games where there was a difference, and others it was just.
At first, there was.
Same.
Remember,
Yeah.
It was worse because we were testing it weird or something.
we were missing some 3D Vcache chipset drivers, but then.
That's what it was, the chipset drivers.
But even then, it was still, you know, it was better, but it wasn't like whoa.
I remember just doing that and being like, "Well, I feel defeated right now. Like, what do we even do here?"
There are two in Chicago. Well, I think Canada to Chicago. I feel like they figured it out. I feel like Chicago might be a little bit too far of a drive for them.
Yeah, they got to cross the lakes for that.
They do. Do you have a full-size keyboard recommendation, Jackson? You got one?
The Ella F90 died.
Aula F99, A-U-L-A F99. That is a good full-size keyboard. Comes in a wide range of different colors, switch types. Depends on what you're looking for. There's just a bunch that you can go with.
Yeah, I feel like if you've never been to Micro Center and you kind of feel like a super nerd and you really want to go,
Do it.
yeah, I think the 16 hours could be worth it. But I, mean,
I would make a weekend out of it
yeah,
if you're going to do that.
Don't do that in one day.
I wouldn't do that one day. If you plan on going to make a weekend out of it, go there, you know, do something in New Jersey, and then...
You'd have to leave it like, God, you have to leave it like 4 or 5 a.m.
to make it before, yeah.
Yeah, get there on time and then try to get home at a reasonable time.
What GPU should I pair with the 7800X3D with a budget of $600? Well, we don't even know what the 5070 is going to be like, Xavier. You're making some claims like the 5070 is out and we know what it is. But I mean, yeah, I'd wait till some of the new GPUs come out right now. What are you running with right now, Minty? Do you have anything, or you just have the CPU?
See, it's a rough time. It's definitely, this is the moment where it might be worth waiting.
Yeah, because Nvidia officially released timelines of when they're stopping production of all 40 series in order. So they've already stopped 4080 and 4090.
Right.
Those are done. 4070 and 4070 Ti is...
I honestly thought they already stopped.
4070, 4070 Ti, and 4070 Super and Ti Super. So all the 4070 cards, I think, is in the middle of February.
Okay.
So the awkward part is, though, based on timeline, there's going to be like a month between stop production of 70 series card and when Nvidia actually releases their new 5070. So there's gonna be like a month gap where like they're not making 4070 level cards, and then there's not gonna be any new ones to replace it. So we'll see.
So they're not talking about releasing the 5070 until like March then?
Later in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I wonder why they're waiting so long.
Oh.
Nvidia. But you know what they say, chat? Nvidia's going Nvidia.
Nvidia's going Nvidia. Yeah, GRE's been discontinued for a couple weeks now. There was something about how the way they had the VRAM set up on that and how they manufactured that GPU, it was definitely like they had issues with the 7600 XT and made a bunch of GRE cards, and now that they fine-tuned their manufacturing process, it's more inconvenient for them to make those than it was when they were actually just getting a bunch of failed 7800 XTs that they could convert to that card. So as the process got more fine-tuned, you know.
The consumers got less.
Yeah. You got an OBS today. This little camera's awesome. Let's freaking go. Which one did you get? We love our OBS. Speaking of OBS.
Better have gotten that meat.
Oh, wrong one. I feel like I should memorize these at this point. Oh, I moved. There we go. There you go. There's a little OBS.
Little OBS.
Me too. Yeah, this thing's nice.
Yeah.
Give it a good amount of light, and you're good to go.
Did you affiliate link it?
Best Buy's going to go out of business anyways? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I feel like, I mean, I would say, what's your theory on that? Because I feel like they're doing
Are you just talking about, like, a lot of people made the claim Best Buy's going out of business because of Micro Center. Best Buy does a lot more. Micro Center does a lot of stuff, but Best Buy is more of like a average consumer electronics store that mixes in some PC stuff, and PCs is probably like a very small fraction of the revenue they bring in. At least here. I mean, we don't have anything that competes, like really.
Any Best Buy I've ever been to, it's like they have two aisles of PC and the whole rest of the store is not PC.
Yeah. Best Buy ain't going anywhere.
I mean, literally ours has like Pelotons, go-karts, e-bikes, like they have huge
TVs, appliances.
Yep, appliances, like really fancy coffee makers. They have stoves, ranges, refrigerators.
Absolutely no one goes there anymore, at least when you're in town. Well, that's definitely your town, because here it is like the only option. And it still gets a good amount of foot traffic.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think the prices at ours are too bad.
No. I will say we were pretty impressed with the PC part prices. They were fine.
Yeah, and to be fair, I don't know if ours, because they did recently do the whole remodel.
Yeah.
Most of what they have is really, I would describe it as very fancy stuff. Like, so that might be the whole pricing thing. If yours is like ours, like they're not carrying Walmart brand products or Target anymore. Like they're carrying like some pretty name brand stuff.
I have to be Best Buy's closer to the nearest Micro Center. Well, yeah, Micro Center does have other stuff. We've been there. They have other like general electronic stuff, but I do consider them like the PC headquarters. So like if you're in a PC building, that's where you would go. Best Buy has gotten better, especially for those like in our area where you have to do a 4-hour round trip to go to a Micro Center if you want PC parts. So if you're just trying to build something last minute here, that's your best option. With a little bit of Walmart mixed in. Walmart occasionally has now good CPU and GPU deals. Everything else is just kind of, you know.
Yeah, clearly PC parts are just getting bigger and bigger because, I mean, I remember when it kind of started with, like, I mean, really, there's only Micro Center, kind of Best Buy, and you couldn't even build a whole PC. And then I remember GameStop kind of hopped in with, like, their online warehouse stuff. And now we literally have Walmart.
I was going to say, that was wild. Honestly, that was just very recently, but it was wild walking into Walmart and seeing a cabinet with pretty much all the PC components minus the case to build a PC.
It's like the only thing they didn't have.
Which was crazy. I was like, I never thought I'd see this.
Which they do give you very slim paths. I mean, they're not bad paths, but it's like,
it's very
all
slim.
right, do you want a 4060 or a 4070? Okay, cool. Do you want to go i7 or i9 or i5?
Yep.
With like 1 or 2 Ryzen chips.
Yeah, no, they had, I would say Best Buy and Walmart's been doing a good job keeping like the 7800X3D in stock. Pricing is definitely a little high on it, but that is definitely one that you can get.
Yep, especially with the 900X3D being kind of hard to get.
You can't find it, so that's the next best option, to be honest.
Not to mention, even if you do find it, you still are spending like over $100 more.
Yeah.
I don't really know if most people really feel like they're getting $100 worth of extra performance.
This is speaking from somebody with the 9800X3D.
Oh no, I mean, the way I would put it is you can get a 5800X for like $150 a lot of times, sometimes even cheaper. If you get like AliExpress and stuff like that. The 900X3D I paid, I don't remember what, I mean, over $500. You definitely do not get, like, I don't care who you are. I don't think there's anyone who's getting
5 times?
Shit, yeah,
a little less
5
than that,
times the performance. I would be shocked. I'd love to hear if anyone does feel like they're getting 5 times performance. What is it in and how?
You would have to be getting the best GPU though. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you know. Yeah, I would say like just raw CPU horsepower. I don't think you're getting.
I would even think like, I'm just thinking about even with like a, well, maybe with the Gen 5. I was gonna say like with like even like a 5090. I'm like, would I see 5 times the FPS in any resolution?
5 times, no.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Frame gen.
Frame gen.
What is the 2 sword next to you, Jackson? Are you talking about over here?
The katana? It's
So,
a Temu katana? Or is it Wish?
No, this is before Temu. This is Wish or
Wish katana.
AliExpress. I think we were.
It was just a Wish
video.
Yeah, it was a Wish tech video, and I think we bought a katana, and then we did a DIY video on us like cutting stuff out.
I remember that. It was like milk cartons and stuff. Wasn't great. It was only like $5 or $10 though.
Do we no longer get toast for watching the stream? No, you should.
You know, really, when you really think about it, it makes no sense on our set, but it's been there now for like 3 years. So.
It was in the early days where we didn't have anything to put on the set. Now we have a bunch of stuff on the set.
Yeah.
It's better to have 2x16 or 4x8 for RAM. DDR4 or DDR5? Because that's actually a big thing. If it's DDR5, 2x16 right now, if you're trying to run XMP, and in general, like we've seen stability issues with 4 sticks of DDR5. DDR5, yeah, go with 2.
Dos?
Just run 2. I know it doesn't look as good, and I don't know if there are any companies that sell dummy kits that match if you really care that much about it.
I remember looking into it because I kind of wanted some for my PC, but Corsair was like, "Oh, we're working on it."
I was gonna say, of all the times that it would make sense is now, when literally there's just so many instability issues running.
Yeah, like you literally can't.
4 sticks.
Has anyone seen, like? Is there any updates on that?
Has anyone done anything with that recently? Because I feel like it's just a widespread issue.
Because this was like months ago. I was looking at the Corsair to see if they had it or not.
DDR4 doesn't really matter. DDR5, there definitely is issues.
That's what I ran in my PC. It was 4.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Look good.
Which I will say with DDR5, we've had some customers that like specifically wanted 4, and like it's worked sometimes.
Doesn't Kevin use it for his? I mean, he has a very particular use case.
Oh, actually, I know he does because he's like
he has a ton of RAM
now.
His very particular use case, but yeah.
And I doubt they're doing XMP. That's really one of the biggest things too. Is
it's
like
XMP.
Yeah, you can probably get away with 4 sticks a lot of the times DDR5. Just don't overclock it.
What's the minimum requirements to play GTA 6? We have no idea. Nobody knows. And that game
I
is
made
going
a
to
short on it.
And I'm just going to yeah, you did. We've kind of guessed on what you would need, but based on the rumors that it's going to come out in 2026 and it's not going to come out on PC first, which means we'll probably even have another 2 years from this point to when you could play the game. We're probably already looking at a new generation of GPUs at that point.
Yeah,
so
and I wouldn't think they're going to make the game any more graphically intense than it already is now.
Yeah.
So like, for anyone thinking like, oh man, that's crazy, like, you know, all the cards that have like 16 gigs of VRAM, like by then it's going to be like 32 will be the
No.
new 8. I don't think the game's gonna they're gonna change the engine up anymore.
The biggest sign that you'll have to see is if it does come out on the current gen consoles and it has the same issues that when GTA 5 came out on like the 360 and would have been PS3 at the time.
It's like 30 FPS.
It was like really struggling really hard. If that same thing happens, then obviously the requirements are going to be a bit higher on PC.
If it doesn't run at all, I'd be worried.
Yes. I'd be like, yeah, we're going to release a game on console and it doesn't run. That'd be great. Do you guys do videos on Bluetooth gaming headsets? We have not done. We used to do headset roundups. It's been a long time.
I don't know if we've ever done a wireless one.
No.
I know I thought about it. I want to see, because we got a few roundups in a row right now. We got a few monitor ones. One just came out. We have a keyboard
Another
one
keyboard
coming.
one.
Yeah, another keyboard one.
2 keyboards.
We have our first ever controller one, which would be pretty fun. And if that does good, then I don't see why we couldn't maybe
roundups.
try a headset.
That was a staple for a long time, was just roundups.
Yeah.
And this time of year, it's good to do roundups. You're so close to your sub goal. I know that's the lingering sub goal from the subathon.
I know it's funny because we were just going full speed towards it, and then it just
we just hit the wall.
Since then, people realize it's not the stream anymore. Oh my god, my back needs to pop.
You like the porous RAM Solomatic?
I like it too.
The porous.
What GPU do we use in our personal PCs? Well, I have the same GPU actually here and at home, funny enough. I got the 4070. Just non-super.
The regular 4070. I got a 4070 Ti.
I remember, and I said it to everyone here. I was like, yeah, I wish if I had waited just like another month, I think, or I don't even know if it was that long. Remember, that's when MSI came out with the, I think the Ti and the Ti Super that were the 2-fan.
Yeah.
Because all my PC will fit. Is it whittle?
Drop her in.
This case looks so familiar. I feel like I've built it.
Guys, have we built in this case before? It's gonna be so freaky. Building the 5090 budget PC and using it in a PVA case, because that's what's happening. It just feels so wrong, yet so right.
Oh, I think we might have an extra standoff.
Oh, this one.
And
That IO shield does not want to stay in. It's like loosey-goosey. Yeah, guys, we're doing, so we did yesterday our amazing 5090 video with the P520. But we're going to do one that's a little more practical, but still in pcbros fashion. We're going to be doing a budget, quote-unquote, budget 5090 PC. So basically going budget on the CPU within reason, and everything else being budget, and then plop in the 5090, run 4K, run some games that support DLSS 4, see how it performs, see if the bottleneck is too significant. It's kind of I spent all my money on a 5090 PC build.
Yeah, we know most people that get the 5090 are going to go all out and go Ryzen 9 or i9.
Let's just see what happens. So, but that will be next week's video, and this will be fun. We just got a B570 in also. I'm thinking of, Chad, you can tell me what you'd rather see, because I'm trying to think price performance here. Trying to go, I want to do another cheapest, all new parts B570 build, but I'm either debating going, because right now the 12600KF you can get for around 130 to 140, which is pretty good. Or you could go 14100F for 90 bucks. So we can go either new latest and greatest i3, or we can go with the 12600KF, which is a few generations old, but definitely has the performance efficiency cores, and we love that CPU. So I don't know, I'm debating between the two. Whatever one you all think would be more interesting. Price-wise, I would imagine they would be $50 to $75 in difference in total price.
Chat, we choose you.
8400, that would be a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
No. That's what I'm saying. The funny thing is that build still costs like $2,800 because the GPU in itself is $2,000 bucks.
Get a 7600X, 6650 XT. Would it bottleneck later on? You mean if you were to upgrade the graphics card?
You got some more room still, especially at high resolution. That's the CPU we're using for our 5090 video, so we'll show you. Did y'all get a B580 to test? Well, clearly. We've done a lot of videos on the B580. No, we've done like 4 videos on the main channel about the B580. Pinky Tech.
There'll probably be more in the future, don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw yesterday on Amazon even, you can still get the B570. At least the Sapphire or Sparkle one.
No, I'm curious to see what it performs like. I saw, the Sparkle one's like $229. I feel like it needs to be a little cheaper.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it should probably be at that, like a 199 mark or like 180, something like that.
It just feels like it's too close to the 580, but at the same time,
You
like,
can't get the B580, so it's kind of like...
Can't get it, and if the performance isn't too far off, then cool.
Drop from 12 to 10 gigs of VOM. Reminds me like the RX 6700 non-XT. That was an interesting card.
Take love from Bangladesh. All right, we're taking it.
I'm gonna take your love. Got any microphone recommendations for videos of them? You're just talking about like recording in general. What are you recording on?
All right, time for another roundup.
Microphone roundup. Are you talking about like on a PC? You talking about with a camera? What are we talking about here?
That would definitely be another fun one. Like, 'cause I could see multiple versions, like one that's just USB only, and then one that's maybe like a little more fancy, like XLR interface.
You also do 13 or 14 gen CPU of the B580. What particular reason would you say that? It's just because newer.
Newer.
Because I've thought about it too. Like just going with the newest Intel. It's still not even the newest. There's Ultra CPUs, but you know.
They don't got the Ultra 3.
Yeah, they got no Ultra 3s. So it's one of those things where like newest seems like a decent option, but it's just that 12600KF is just staring me in the face. It's such a good value CPU. So guys, did you enjoy that little heat wave yesterday? We got to the 30s. I know it was a heat wave.
Heat wave.
You're talking about for gaming, you love your Logitech mic? Nice.
Is that built into the headset?
Is the Ryzen 5 5600X with a 7600 a good combo? Yes, that'll work great.
All right, fan header, so we don't forget. There?
Yeah. Over here.
Oh.
Did we happen to fix that build with a new motherboard?
I don't know. I know that they said open test bench, it was working fine.
Okay.
And I think that that's the last thing they were doing was installing. They basically had like everything, like even the riser outside of the build. And so they were like, let's open air install Windows and Nvidia app, because that was the issue, was the Nvidia app.
Yeah, I saw it. It would just like load up in black screen, and then he tried to update the BIOS, and the BIOS just kept rejecting the file. So it screamed like motherboard was acting weird.
Yeah. So I didn't see it on the open test bench anymore. So I'm assuming it might have gotten transplanted.
Nice. That was a weird one.
One would assume.
First there's the power supply, then
that.
Thoughts on a B570 paired with a 5600G? I don't know. Maybe. You could try it. That'd be one of those where it'd be a cool option, because the reason I like the art card so much is it's just another budget option that could be good as like a plop-in upgrade for somebody with like an APU system. Because right now the only options you really have are AMD. Because when you're talking for like Nvidia, you're gonna have to go used, or the 4060 is about $300. I really think we need more options that like 200 or less.
Yeah, the ARC's the only one in that, really.
The ARC is the only one.
Facts. Yes. I like this. I'm not touching Intel right now after the stunt they pulled. Even if it was fixed, they covered it up. We're being shady about it. Meanwhile, AMD had a problem. They were on it immediately, fixed the issue ASAP.
I mean, I guess.
AMD
hasn't really had an issue like Intel did.
Yeah, they just had like some small security ones, I feel like.
Yeah.
I just think with the Intel one, I still think that like they didn't know the extent of what was going on.
They definitely took the damage from it, though. So, like, if you're trying to punish Intel more for it, I think they've been punished a lot. Five Below peripherals. We did that a long time ago. I knew you went recently and saw they had some stuff. Five Below.
What was it? Yeah, Five Below. They have. I didn't say anything like super crazy, but like they do have like some gaming peripherals and stuff now. It's weird. They have stuff that's like not $5 too. They have like the $5 and beyond section.
I have no idea if it'd be interesting, because it is kind of like, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's also just like the same thing, just done differently. On DoorDash, you can order a gaming PC from Best Buy.
Oh, that would be kind of funny.
And I was like, that'd be funny.
We DoorDashed
a gaming PC, and I was like, that'd be kind of funny.
And then when the delivery driver gets here, we give it to them.
They were like, you can.
We make them come in and game with us.
My kid always wants to go into Five Below. It's fun. It's a fun store.
Yeah, it is cool. All right, here's a trace.
I like to see a B350. Are you just making stuff up now, bro?
I think when Five Below opened, I remember not like loving it because I just didn't feel like they had a whole lot, but I do feel like every time I've been now, I'm pretty impressed. And I kind of like that they have like the 5 and beyond section, because they actually usually have some pretty cool stuff there. Like last time I went, and I almost bought it because I was like, this would be a fun DIY. They had a good electric guitar that was like $20.
Nice.
I was like, wow, that is the cheapest guitar I've ever seen.
I was gonna say their candies. They have if you like candy, they have a lot of candy.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't ever go to that section. I would fear for my health.
We'll sign off on chip manufacturer. I remember when AMD was really only. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, AMD, Intel was like top dog, couldn't be touched. AMD was the one who was struggling to make a competent CPU, and then now they're the ones who are the top dogs. So it's a back and forth business for sure. As long as those two are still.
I think one of the only reasons AMD survived, I think, is and not that these were any better, but I think them having CPUs and GPUs. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of what helped them because they were the only ones doing that. You know, you had Intel, obviously, you had Nvidia, which were the best pairing. But I think there were those people who just didn't want to spend that much and were like kind of like me, honestly. I had the all AMD builds.
Best place to get 9800X3D, a back alley. Micro Center probably your best bet.
I didn't think about it. I've never had an Intel CPU, actually.
Never?
I don't think so. I mean, my very first build, I had the Athlon.
Well, theoretically, you had that Celeron here for a bit, but that was not your personal.
But like, personally, I never even thought about that because like I like Intel, obviously, but yeah, I had an Athlon, then I had I think 2 FX 6300s, and I had like an 8350. I might have had a 9590 for a little bit. That might have just been the Mineral PC, and then the 1800X, and then apparently I had a 3700X at some point, which I barely remember.
I had that for a while, so yeah. That's when we did the upgrade.
We probably both upgraded at the same time. It's kind of like a, you know, if the little stepbro gets an upgrade, big bro's got to get an upgrade too, you know?
That's how it go.
Oh, CPU. So you can better get to that?
Yeah.
Just know. Remember, we have that thing. Your first was a Pentium 1.
Nice. No, I was pretty back and forth. I would say last few years has been all Ryzen, AMD, but before it was Intel. i7 2600, then an i7 5820K, courtesy of Dark Lord Vader in the chat.
I remember that.
And then I kept that 5820K for a long time, used it as a secondary streaming PC at my home. Then I brought it here for my first office PC and threw a AliExpress Xeon in it. And then that got donated to the video editor at the time, and then it became their computer.
And then it came back, I think, and then I want to say we sold it.
Yeah. Like quite the journey.
Yeah. I was in like a be quiet case for a long time. All right.
Yeah, and you know what? That's something I missed. X99 Intel was fun. Like that it was such a cool, like, to be fair, like I get the idea because now consumer desktops will now have basically the same level of like core counts and features and stuff like that. But X99 was cool back then because you'd be like, wow, I could get a really awesome 8-core 16-threaded CPU, and I was like, back then it was only 4-core 8 threads, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, being able to do like Xeon or I series was pretty cool.
X99 was fun, man.
Like the idea of being able to take like an old Xeon's still cool. Just the idea of like you're getting CPUs that were at one point like thousands of dollars for like a few dollars. I think that's crazy. Any recommendations for quiet keyboards? You work night and the mechanical keyboard too noisy. Want something that won't make up the family. They have silent switches is what they're called. The only thing you gotta watch out for is a lot of times you're not really hearing the switch noise a ton. You're mostly hearing the sound of the stem bottoming out. So maybe like silent switches with like a keyboard that really emphasizes silence.
Garrett decided to retire my X99 stuff or find something else to do with it. See, yeah, no, X99 was also, I think I have like a nostalgia fondness because that was when I was really just into the PC space, and that was when we were really just ramping up stuff with pcbros. X99 was like the Linus and all the big creators were rocking 5950Xs, 8-core 16-thread, which was like almost $1,000 CPU back then. And
I remember that's what when I went to Digital David's, I remember he was talking a bunch about X99.
Yeah.
Like saying that was what he ran for a long time. I like that. Water was in the Apple IIe, and it was whatever, not water.
Water.
Yeah, we have a couple of cool old Apple and Mac stuff here, and then somewhere I know I still have like one of those Apple colors that were like the all-in-one. Peons. Pishons.
Shout out peons.
What do I do, Midnight? What are you calling me out for?
Who you calling a pinhead?
You got your biggest jump when you went from the i7 4770 and RX, or the R7 350X,
Ooh.
that was OG, to the 12400 and 2080. Yeah, that is a massive jump.
You had a loud 2080. Was it like a blower style one? Or the fan's just dying? I'm Dirty Dan.
Yeah, that is true. Because that was the full size one I was just talking about, the OLED 99 F99 with the ice vein switches, like icy switches. But yeah, that one. I mean, really, none of the keyboards within the roundup were like loud. I think it just depends on how you type too. As long as you're not getting like tactile switches, you know, you're gonna already get rid of some noise.
Someone found my LTC screwdriver.
They did?
I said I have not found it yet.
Oh. Did you ever like look in the back?
I
or
looked
ask
in the
Jonah?
back on the repair table. I didn't see it.
Oh.
Ask Jonah if he knows he did. Because at one point I saw him back there with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was still using it or if I brought it back here or if it ended up somewhere else.
Well, I just bought 2 more yesterday. I got 2 more of those, and then I got a Phillips screw kit.
Nice.
Which
nice.
comes with like, I think it's like 3 PH1s, 3 PH2s, like every Phillips has. It's pretty cool for $10.
Nice.
And then I got that bolt action screw pin.
Ah, nice.
I had to. It just had such good reviews. It was like $30. It felt like a lot.
That's a lot for a pin, but
Yeah.
he shilled for Linus.
Figured I'd pass it around, you know. Let people here experience the bolt action-ness. I shilled for Papa.
Papa Linus.
Papa! Yeah, the 5700X 3D might be time to upgrade to AM5. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Unless you really have a reason.
Only reason I would consider it is if you're considering 50-80 level GPU maybe, and even then, like, it depends what games you're playing. Like, I could see somebody make the argument if they're playing games that are running on DLSS 4 based on what I've seen. I would not be shocked if you're okay with DLSS. It would work fine with the 5800X. Wouldn't really advocate it, but it probably would.
Yeah, and then you could upgrade the you know, if you already have the good GPU, you could just upgrade the CPU later on.
Yep.
Doesn't always have to be a certain direction.
And also, a little bottlenecking isn't the end of the world. You know?
No,
it's
it's
not
not
the
gonna
end
hurt
of the world.
It'll only hurt your ego.
It'll make people online mad, but just don't listen to them. They're fine.
But honestly, we've heard worse. We've had people come in here with like 6th Gen i3s and like 40 series and stuff.
I don't know how am I gonna run these GPU. I have to run them like over the top.
All right.
Can you
Oh,
get
it's
them
low.
back is the question.
I did not know it was gonna be that low.
Yeah, it's like really low.
I wish I had the cutout.
I can take the GPU back up. I need to. I don't want to like rip those.
Rip the fans out.
Yeah. It's like really low. It's just the typical NVMe's above the PCI slot. Freaky ass.
MSI, what are you doing?
Freaky ass motherboards.
Speaking of books, I need more bookshelves. What?
What?
You
Hey,
have a
if you-
7800 XT. Is it still not worth it? What?
Huh?
What do you mean still not worth it?
What do you mean it's still not worth it? When was it ever not worth it?
What YouTuber did you listen to?
All right, it's coming through. Pull.
Pulling? Oh,
Okay.
Cables
hold up.
are
Let me
so
feed
yuck.
this. Okay. Take that one. Oh God. Almost took the front panel with it, but that's
all right,
fine.
Got it.
Okay. Here's this. And hold up, hold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And there. Okay, so I guess just
So you
three.
think through the side?
That's really the only spot
Yeah,
I
the only
can
thing I
think.
can think of is the side or here, but where's the connector at?
This might work. Let me go put it back in.
So it could either come all the way around, or it could. I guess it could come from there.
Yeah, I think that would work. I don't think it'll look horrible.
Let me snip a zip tie real quick.
This is a low rider. Jay, you see this? This is a low rider right here.
Yeah. The low rider.
So is pcbros Zach gonna build that for you? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, once at first I was just like, I feel bad even like saying that, I was like, you know, it is a video. He's got a point. It's an Amazon product. It is PC related, so I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna feel bad if he wants to.
Well, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I might see if he. It would be nice if he could do it today, because I'd like to get him some quotes and everything. And if it seems really cool and worth it, I'll ask him about the video too.
Yeah.
But
somebody
only if it
confused you
seems
with
cool
someone-
and worth it.
Yeah.
You got the old lady, a white Arctic 36 CPU cooler, and Asian horse white sleeve cables.
Asian horse.
Nice.
I love me some Asian horse. Is that bass like bumping?
Yeah, I was just noticing that.
What the hell?
That whole speaker's crazy.
Wow. I think we've heard this song before and it hasn't been bumping like this.
We should have gotten that years ago. There might be stuff moved on the shelf, or like in different spots or something.
Something's rattling.
It's rattling the trunk, chat. We got the faux. We need to play some bass nectar.
I got one more in zip tie.
A little guy?
And a big, I need a thickums.
A thick guy.
I need a snow bunny.
There's someone named Jonah, perhaps.
Chat, when I say snow bunny, who am I talking about?
Go.
Go.
You told her you'll give her the apple after you build it?
Huh? That sounds,
What does that mean?
is that something I should know? Skids. Wow, like how you don't even address him by his real name.
So you saw something, you don't know if it's a recent update, people complaining about the ray tracing on Indiana Jones.
No, my God. If
Oh,
hear
they're
one thing-
saying there's an offsetting now?
Yeah, no, some people are, you know, Marvel Rivals did it.
They did.
I'm
I'm
happy
kind
to
of
see
pro
that.
for that, honestly.
I'm happy to
I
see
mean,
that.
just
you know?
makes it to where it's less people that are forced to buy something.
Maybe it was Linus is doing. They just did a video about testing games that are ray trace required and showing like what you need to actually run them using like older.
Oh, I
NVIDIA
bet there's
GPUs.
so many. Those are the kind of
Yeah.
videos where people just vent.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe. My 47 Super even struggles with Indiana Jones. Do I need to install Indiana Jones at home, bro? y'all just everywhere I go, I see him. I see Harrison Ford.
And you can't get rid of him.
I can't get rid of him.
He's in your head rent free.
Asian horse cables in the Apple. What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
You never heard of them?
Them Asian horse cables in the Apple. What the hell are you talking, Chad? Am I the only one confused? I don't know where those went.
I like the emojis.
He's Red Hulk. What?
Oh, like Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah.
He is the Red
I get that. I get that. But I still don't understand the Asian horse cables in the Apple.
Why is the Red Hulk? Why is that a thing now?
I don't know,
What's
man.
happening?
I just got an ad on Amazon to buy a Hyundai car on Amazon. Dude.
Yeah, no, that's I was on Discord last night, and one of my buddies said that he was like, yeah, I just got suggested to buy a Hyundai on Amazon, and I was
That's
like, what are you
wild.
talking about? And he said, yeah, apparently they have like an Amazon Cars now, but it's not available in all areas. He said like, and I think he lives.
Do you
in,
get financing through Amazon and everything too? Or you just
I
got to buy
don't
it
know.
cash?
Probably. I would bet that that's something that's offered.
That's crazy.
Chad, has anyone like looked into that? Like, does that seem cool, good? Are they used or new? And why is it just Hyundai?
You know, some people will buy them. They're like, I refuse to go to a dealer. But I mean, a lot of like the deal, you can just buy online nowadays anyways. I know a dealer will contact you most of the time when you do. But
Yeah, I don't know if there's really even a way to like, I mean, besides literally just the used market.
Yeah.
You can't buy new cars without a dealer, right? Is there a way, chat?
I will say when I bought my Tesla, there's no physical dealer. The only person I had to contact was the loan officer.
Right. So yeah, that could be one.
That was the only way.
And well, then I have to wonder too, is that like, is there any, I guess I'd call them like, destination or dealer fees then.
There was definitely a destination fee to deliver my car to the place I had to pick it up, which was a like a body shop for
Dairy
Tesla.
Queen.
Yeah, like a Tesla body shop basically. I had to drive to Cincinnati for that shit, even though that one was open right next to where we are.
You can use a firm for the car.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Use your
that would
Amazon
be-
credit card.
That would be wild. Ricky Jones says, of course, Matt has a Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. Is it that predictable?
He said, of course. We saw this coming.
It's that predictable. McAllister survived.
Let's go.
Did they leave the camera in?
That would be crazy. He's got constant
all right, so
POV.
I have good news and bad news. Good news, the stint's gone. Bad news, there's a camera in there now.
Dude, that would be so upsetting.
He's like, it's a live feed for us
Yeah,
to check your stones.
They want to monitor it.
Oh, that's horrible. See, the funny thing is, I have a Tesla, but I don't pay for full self-driving. So the whole, like, I want my car to pick me up, I can't even use. So, you know, it's not laziness.
He still likes to be behind the wheel, Chad.
I like to control the wheel. I like to feel the wheel.
Likes to be the wheel. What?
Got my Azrai care package on one. Hey, you did? So what all was in there? Because it should be a backpack, action figure, and a t-shirt, I think? If there's some other stuff in there, let me know. I'm glad they were so quick to ship that out. Send a picture in Discord.
Let us see that swag.
Yeah, no, you can pay per month for self-driving, but I'm not paying over $100 a month for self-driving because I never use it. I just, no, I'm good. What kind of action figure Harrison Ford? Yeah, it's Indiana Jones. No, it should be like it's like an ASRock mascot. What's the cost to get it permanently? It keeps going down. Let me see. I want to say it's like $7,000 or $8,000
For the self-driving?
for permanent self-driving.
So you can get a monthly subscription?
Yeah. So okay, it's $99 a month now, or you could just pay $8,000 outright.
So basically for a year, you'd be looking at $1,200.
Yeah. So you're
not-
still like, I mean, yeah, it's still cheaper theoretically, but also if you do buy it, it theoretically increases the value of your car because it does transfer to owners. So.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I guess if you're doing like a single trip that's like really long, just buy a month, you know?
No, I had rewards points. Somebody on the DIY videos I did, somebody got a Tesla, which was wild to me, and it gave me referral points. So I just bought a bunch of Tesla like accessories and stuff from their website, and one of them was 3 months of self-driving, and I was like, I'm just gonna use the rest of my points for this. Let's just do it. And I used it for our one road trip we did to Orange Beach, but honestly, I found it where I was not liking it as much as just having general, like normal autopilot. It's like the assisted autopilot. So, no, I'm not paying for it. Boop, boop. By the way, guys, this PC will be at pcbros.tech.
For buddy.
For money. What's this one going to be listed for?
13.
13. Nice. For extra gaming storage, would y'all recommend NVMe or SATA? Wait, no, it says recommend NVMe or SSD. I'm assuming you mean SATA. It depends on your board. Does your board have an extra NVMe slot? Get an NVMe drive. If you don't and you want the easiest option, a SATA SSD is still totally fine for games. Just do not get a hard drive. Please don't.
I don't even think about it.
It just really depends on your motherboard. If you have another NVMe slot or even just a SATA M.2 slot, go for it.
Well, thank you for watching our videos, ArcShell. Glad you built your PC. If you send us pics and it looks scary, though, we're going to say you didn't watch us.
Wait, hold up. Why is that still going? Learn more about the 48-hour subathon here.
Oh, exclamation point. I feel like I've changed that like 3 times, though.
Oh. No, we're not doing another subathon. No, no.
Oh, no, Girthy. ER trip. Are you not doing your 48-hour now?
Oh, yeah, you were going to do a 48-hour today. Matt ain't man enough for another one. Nah, you see the thing is, again, it's about, we do this for a living content-wise. You got to build up the suspense. We want you all to be like itching for another one. If we did it every single month, it'll get stale. Also, I'd really rather not do it every single month, so it's kind of a double whammy. Oh, so you are doing a 20? Are you good, Girthy? Don't do a 24-hour if you just came out of the hospital and you feel sick.
He said I got Malort and alcohol on my side.
Oh, are you changing it under the defaults?
I don't know.
There's one for custom commands that we use. Almost there. There it is. Yeah, still says subathon.
Should I just do the website, or should I do the
You
specific?
can still use the website. I think is it just giveaways, or let me see. I don't remember what it is.
Here we go.
pcbros.tech/giveaway. Hey, whoever gifted 5 subs, thank you. Is that JSam?
JSam?
JSam!
JSam, I don't think, did we see him during
No,
the...
JSam, you were here during the subathon. It's crazy. What's up, JSam?
You could have gotten us to 48 hours solo.
That's crazy. Yeah, we're right, Girthy. Don't you worry, guys.
Thank you for the 5 subs.
I see the guy
And the
there.
resub.
Yes, thank you for the 5 subs. 48. No, we're thinking it's gonna be like a yearly thing. Is what we're thinking.
We were thinking every 48 hours.
Yep, yearly thing. I was in Vegas. Oh, are you like? You know what? I need this. This adds more layers to the mystery of Jason. Are you like a big blackjack player? Is that why you have all this money? Are you like a big casino guy?
Do you put all your money on black?
You professional blackjack player?
Vegas for CES? We're talking about doing it next year.
Or maybe, maybe he's an industry guy. Maybe he did go to CES. You said you were in Vegas.
He's in the industry. I feel like is JSam the one that does robotic?
Oh, you're in the sports book. So you're doing sports. You're a big sports better.
Huh?
Do you make the big bang from sports betting? give me a something right now. Come on.
He needs to know what to bet on.
I got $5 in my DraftKings account. Give me something to run it.
You sound like is it Jake Paul that always does those? Or he does one of those betting apps.
Yeah. Tell me the move. Tell me the move. How about the new Doom game? That looks cool. It's gonna be like it's a medieval version of Doom. So like the new Doom game is gonna all the weapons are medieval, like modified weapons. Looks fun.
That would be cool. You wish Twitch had subtitles? That'd have to take some serious AI.
That AI is gonna have to work. Bills lose to Chiefs. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. What's the line on that? I feel like I'd have to bet I feel like I'd get $5.50 off that one. I'm signing DraftKings. Actually, I don't even know if I have any money in here. Let's see.
You went to Vegas for a GameStop conference. Only saw your roommate twice. He made $21K in 5 days and spent like $1,000 on room service. My God.
I was learning things about how certain casinos, if you do very well, they'll even like comp your room. Like you can just get free rooms in the future.
My parents will often do that, and I don't even think it's because they do well. I think it's just because
they just know they're like,
money.
hey, if you're gonna like splurge a lot of money, we'll give you a free room. Just bet against your cats. Normally, I like to bet against the cats is like, hedging my bets. But I do have $6 right now. Here we go. What are we doing?
6, even more than 5.
What's the move, chat? $6. Can I even bet the Chiefs line yet? I can.
Yeah, what's the payout looking like on that?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's minus 125. So that means if I bet $5, I get $9. That's not bad.
Oh,
that's not bad.
Wow. So you're gonna do
Is that money line? Yeah, it's money line. Chiefs money. I'm taking Chiefs money line. $5. Are we in on this? First time for Vegas. All right, cool.
Oh, really? It's your first time?
Chad, we running this? Who's going
So
with
JSam,
me?
is that how you make like all your money? Is just sports betting, or do you still have a job?
I feel like I just don't know anything about you.
I thought I know we had someone in chat that's a regular that said that they worked for like Walmart doing robotics.
I mean, that's pretty nutty.
Yeah, like it sounded cool. I thought that was JSam, but
All right, Chad, Chiefs money line, $5. Go.
you lost $200 in 5 minutes and got made fun of by, what is it, Peeler?
I have no idea who that is. The Fable guy?
Fable guy.
The game Fable?
Yeah, is that what we're talking about? I'm sure Zach, you need to ask Zach about the bet. He probably has like 100 bets. He always tells me he has like 30 bets going at once.
Wild.
Thanks for the follow, Kristen.
What GPU you suggest for 1080 gaming? 1080p gaming? 7600?
You need at least 16 gigs of VRAM.
For 1080p, 100%. RX 7600 would be good.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Robotics, Walmart, DC. Nice.
Okay. Walmart in DC.
You know what? You say you're in DC. I feel like you work for the government too.
You know the president, don't you?
Yeah. You're not just working for Walmart, are you? You're a government spy.
You're in CIA. Do we still do the car show? So we do. Oh, you work in classic car insurance. You can try to come sell some. We do the car shows usually like a few times a year, and obviously we're not gonna do any while it's cold. So probably like April will be like the first one. Dang.
Crazy.
Child abuse.
Is 3050 good for a laptop? They're still fine if you just want to play esports titles. Depends on the CPU it comes with, though, because you can get a wide range of CPUs with an RTX 3050 laptop. So many different CPUs.
You couldn't pay me enough to sell insurance? Isn't that what you do?
Is that your job?
Or are you saying, oh, you said you worked in classic car insurance, so maybe you're like a adjuster.
What are some good fans without RGB? They're easy to daisy chain for better cable management. Well, I would get some of those Unifans from, what brand makes the Unifans that are non-RGB?
Does ID Cooling and Asia Horse and
It's another name.
PC Cooler? Is that what it is?
Cooler, maybe. Well,
I know.
we're on that era where we were using those Unifans.
It's all basically like the no-name brands if you just look up Unifan or like...
Crap, I think one of them is the brand we used to use all the time for
Cool
RGB
Moon?
fans. Not Cool Moon.
Up here?
Up here, I think Up Here has
Was
it.
it? Okay.
I think it's Up Here.
There's a couple options. There's some that are like the actual Unifan where they like clip together, and there's some that are literally just a 360 mil cooler.
Not deep cooler here in the US.
Not anymore. If you get a vehicle by the time we do the car show, you might just drive the 14 hours for it. That would be pretty insane. Yeah, they're hard to find because, like, you know, they can't really use the term Unifan. Like some do, but
Non-RGB.
I usually just type in 360 millimeter ARGB fan, and a lot of times that'll come up. You don't think underwriters do anything crazy? They're just scapegoats for when lenders are lazy? Pretty much. Oh, you got a Ryzen 9 3900, 6750 XT. Okay. Is it good for 2K? Are we talking about $2,000 or like 2K gaming, which is 1440p?
Asia Horse has a bunch of RGB ones. It's hard to find the non-RGB ones. I remember you using them before.
I think the non-RGB I thought were up here.
That's what I thought too. Oh, here they are. There's a three. This is an all-in-one though. Maybe they have. This is just a single all-in-one from Up Here.
I know that there was, it might have been Up Here, one of those companies, remember they had ones that were all-in-ones, but you could get them in 360, 240, and they even had reverse blade ones. Oh, so 2K gaming, yeah, you're fine. I mean, 2K gaming is you gotta remember, like, the higher the resolution, the more it puts on the GPU and not the CPU. And honestly, a 3900X is still a pretty good CPU.
Does Be Quiet make any Daisy Chain fans yet? I have no idea. We normally don't buy Be Quiet fans. The only time we ever do is if we have a Be Quiet case for whatever reason.
Yeah, and if it comes with like those silent wing or whatever they call them. Dude, wait, what is this? Who is this? What do you want?
Afternoon just bought a 5090 WinForce 32 gigs. What do you guys think of the 5090? How did you buy a 5090? They're not even for sale yet.
That was dumb.
Be very careful if you bought those on eBay because they're not in for sale yet.
Message was literally saying like an afterburner that's not showing their watts now after an update. I'm like,
That's annoying. I was a mortgage underwriter for a couple of years, constantly getting yelled at by people. That sounds fun.
yep. Emily tried insurance and it was pretty foul. It sounded like. Buying a new graphics card means changing the whole computer. That kind of is how it is for a lot of people. We have to tell people that every day, and it kind of sucks. But like at the same time, it's like just write it out until you can't anymore. What is that? The Be Quiet light white fans?
Light white. Light white.
I will say, the fans that I don't like the daisy chain style of are the ones where you just connect them and they have really short cables, Lightwing. Yeah, I don't like the ones that have like really short cables. I'd prefer either just full length standard cables or the fans that actually clip together.
Yeah.
Your last closing got stalled 3 times and they blamed the underwriters when I told them I'd change lender. We closed an hour later. Dang.
Gotta love it.
This is a 1660 Ti and i5 9400F, good for $208 used. Is that for just those 2 things, or are we talking a whole PC? I mean, in my mind, I would say it just depends on if you're only getting those two parts. I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad deal, but can you get a motherboard for cheap and that's decent for that processor? Because you're probably gonna have to go used. You heard the best time to buy a new PC is when you can afford it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And don't feel bad if something new comes out. Just if it plays the games you want to play, then you're good.
We're definitely scapegoats. Don't mind though. I get to be mean and nobody can get mad at me for it. That's good.
That works.
Just ordered is that the RX 580 XTX? Is that real?
I have no idea what the hell that is.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that? You sure this wasn't an RX 580?
You talking about XFX maybe?
Oh yeah, maybe the brand. I like that for my girl to mess around on.
Ooh. Do you like domestic component brands, or does it matter? Honestly, if you're talking RGB, trying to keep everything consistent avoids a lot of headaches. Unless you're just buying all stuff that's like ARGB, then it's not really a problem.
We have built in the Tower 300 only a couple times. We really like the Tower 100. I want to try out the 250 once it's like, well, it is out I think, but once I feel like buying it. I'm not a big fan of like the larger tower cases because they start to take up a lot of room.
Whole PC for 208.
If it works, that's 9400F with a 1660 Ti for 208.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, that's, hey, if Facebook flip coming in.
Gonna buy the Switch 2. Maybe. If they release a new Pokemon game a little bit afterwards or on launch, yeah, I'll probably end up buying it.
I feel like especially if it has any updates besides just looking and being a little bit nicer, you know?
Yeah.
It's Zik.
Zik is here.
Zik.
Did you enjoy McAllister in Slack this morning?
Oh my god, dude.
I saw a lot of messages, but I didn't look at them yet.
Did he send us a picture of the inside of his wee-wee? It's pretty crazy.
I'll get freaked out.
We've seen inside McAllister now.
It's kind of like being inside of him. When you think
Yeah.
By proxy, you've been in McAllister.
Oh, I can't.
I'm getting lightheaded. They're saying it's more powerful than OLED. Are we talking about the Switch?
What does that even mean, more powerful than OLED?
Oh, it's like the monitor, the ELED. Jonah.
Hello.
I know where you bought those.
All right.
We were there. You said that's gonna last you a year.
That's crazy.
I brought some like they're refrigerated protein bars from Starbucks. They're in the fridge if anyone wants any. Sorry.
What Tim should I run at? Mine gets up to 69, 65.
They said it seems a little high.
That is amazing. Are you talking about gaming? That's plenty. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is like it is hard to get an i7 to run anywhere near
That's
that
beautiful. There's some i9s and some other CPUs that'll run up to like 80, 90 degrees, and that's.
I mean, we've seen over 100 quite a few times.
Oh,
Just
do you
an
mean more
ideal.
powerful than the Switch OLED? I mean, yeah, the Switch 2 will be more powerful than the Switch OLED because the Switch OLED is just the normal Switch with an OLED.
Yeah, it would be if the Switch is able to compete like hardware-wise, like some of those new, like the newest Steam Deck or like the ROG Ally, so that'd be pretty crazy.
Is this the build?
It is, brother.
That's the thing.
Oh, that motherboard is gonna like be.
Screaming.
No, it's gonna be. It's gonna go over the side.
Yeah, it's going to go over by the fans.
That's a case that we've used one other time. I feel like it just looks so old.
The Phantom Mesh.
It's like the colors.
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
their boxes, like I think they use the same like style box as like the Prodigy.
65 is 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay.
Hey Jackson, did you want those protein bars in the fridge? They're on the kitchen table right now.
I put them in the fridge.
They're on the kitchen table.
Can you put them back in the fridge?
Yeah.
How'd they know on the kitchen table?
I don't know. I put them in the fridge this morning.
Someone said they're coming out.
Yeah, someone was like, no.
They don't deserve to be in there.
Oh, if they're open, then someone just took one and just didn't know why it was in the fridge, I guess. But it was sealed when I put it in there this morning.
Well, guys, this PC will be for sale at pcbros.tech. A bunch of other computers are for sale at pcbros.tech. So go to the website, buy a PC today. Use code TOASTBROS, save 3% on your next purchase. Don't end the stream for the rest of the day. We got videos to do, buddy. We have videos to do. Someone in chat says stream for the rest of the day. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and raid Girthy. Hopefully Girthy's live. Girthy is doing a supposed 24-hour stream. So if you guys want a long stream, Girthy Tic Tac. J Sam, have a good day, buddy. The mystery of J Sam will always continue.
Make sure you don't drink too many energy drinks, guys.
Yes. Yeah,
Or alcohol.
Yeah, Girthy, Chad, do me a favor when you go in there. Tell Girthy to just, pace himself.
Yeah, he's the, what is it, the Green Monster with Apple Crown Morale.
Yeah, if he's drinking Crown and Green Monster, I think for his safety, someone needs to take down the stream. All right, guys, we're going to raid Girthy. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you, guys. And don't forget, Sunday we'll be live at 6 p.m. playing some games. We game and chat. You only drink energy drinks when you work? Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it's fucking meshy over here.
We're meshy boys. If it ain't working, it's coffee. Oh, if you're not working, it's coffee. Okay. I feel like they both achieve similar goals. They both got caffeine in them. Now let Jonah tell you about the White Monster. That's the true drink of the worker.
That's right.
We call that the blue collar drink.
That's right.
All right, guys, we are rating Girthy. Is he only have one eye right now? Oh boy. But yeah, we're rating Girthy. Make sure you have a good 24-hour live stream if you guys can. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace out. Bye-bye, guys. The monitors turn off.